WordPress Creative. No clowning around. Open source freeware. Download WordPress Creative GUI CMS website. Current version is v5.6.3.4. A major update. Only this version and above will work with new template theme sets. All previous versions must be updated to this current version. New templates are coming very soon. Download them from this website. Check your installed core version in the settings menu for this version v5.6.3.4 build date 2013-12-28. Download current version WPC v5-63 core.zip WordPress Creative website. WordPressCreative.org report bugs. WordPress.softnet@gmail.com. WordPress Creative, WPC, is a content management system, CMS, website with a new angle on the design. Although WPC is designed to be used primarily as a CMS website, there are some very unique ideas built into it. The development and design is centered at the core of the application in being globally evolving. The design of WPC Core is designed to be limited only by the limitations of the database. It has the maximum data that can be stored in a single table row column, and since the values WPC Core uses to function are very small per column row, making WPC almost limitless in the growth and complexity of its application core. Also, the core is written and arranged in such a way that adding any new secondary applications and functions act in the same manner as current plug-and-play devices do on present computer systems operating systems. The manner in which the WPC core functions makes it very flexible. Adding variables and new values to its core are added to the database in a previously existing table column row string, and in no way affects original values, and can also be easily removed or changed without any changes to previous existing database structures instantly without interruption. Develop additional packages and upload it here. Please show your support. Send a gift. Thank you PayPal, the safer, easier way to pay online. New theme template sets coming soon. Please report any problems with WPC, and suggestions are always welcome. WordPress.softnet@gmail.com. What's in development right now? WordPress Creative developers are beginning development on the following: WPC self-install plugin. This plugin will self-install additional add-ons, template sets, and other future available scripts and updates. New template theme sets are coming soon. WPC language compiler for a symbolic scripting language that loads and utilizes core functions, and includes scripts with simple directives that compiles scripting from a database library containing WPC, WordPress Creative preprocessed context directives along with the PHP functions, making PHP script writing for WordPress Creative quick and simple. Adding new values to core settings. All values to the core are located in sys.options table and sys.config values. The values added by WordPress Creative developers are all in fixed positions and cannot be moved to any other order than the original list. Adding new values from third-party developers should follow this example. $foo equals new core add-on reference name in database. $bar equals count, $options, config values. $bar will be the position of the last setting in the list. Keep in mind that other third-party developers will use this same process and we'll add to the list as well, so the new settings permission will depend on where the last setting is by WordPress creative developers, and any other core add-ons installed before this one is added, so the permissions will be different on every user's install. All third-party developers must write their scripts to accept the variable settings permissions. To retrieve the values, use the value of the permission in the database content $bar, found by the reference name $foo. Insert into WPC core, page name, content, values, $foo, $bar. Select page name, content from WPC core where page name equals $foo. WordPress Creative, a different kind of CMS. Get the latest version of WordPress Creative from WordPressCreative.org. Click here. WordPress Creative, WPC, is a content management system, CMS, website with a new angle on the design. Although WPC is designed to be used primarily as a CMS website, there are some very unique ideas built into it. The development and design is centered at the core of the application in being globally evolving, meaning as the application becomes more complex and advanced and as additional functions and plugins are added to the core design, the application itself will not need to be re-engineered or take on any changes to the scripts already in use. Advanced GUI CMS menu as an example. Most other designs in current use by other developers will build the applications around a structured database, in which the tables and columns are in a state that puts limits on even minor changes, and has a predetermined limit on functionality without making major changes to its database, and all scripts using those affected database tables. To make the changes, that type of design would require the website to be completely shut down and rewritten, or patches to be applied. And once again, limits would be inherent to its design with repeating those steps again and again. That is a complete polar opposite to the foresight intensely developed into WPC. The design of WPC core is designed to be limited only by the limitations of the database. It has the maximum data that can be stored in a single table row column, and since the values WPC core uses to function are very small per column row, making WPC almost limitless in the growth and complexity of its application core. Also, the core is written and arranged in such a way that adding any new secondary applications and functions act in the same manner as current plug-and-play devices do on present computer systems operating systems. Additional software added to WPC is installed in the same type of action as Microsoft Windows installers, and also have auto-uninstall functionality, deleting all files, folders and core values back to the state before the installation was made. The core itself is developed in the same engineering order as any computer system, software and OS, in which starting with a machine-oriented user-unfriendly code system is first order, a primary programming language, CLI, and void of any complex graphical user interface, GUI. As in layers of application complexity, the languages become increasingly more powerful and easier to recall and use for the human user communicating with the machine. Automated complex coding grouped into independent directives take the place of hundreds of lines of the code, evolutionary lower than the one relative to the one the user currently operates. Steps in this machine evolutionary language chain are completely necessary for the directives used in GUIs to work properly within every possible program environment without error. WPC, of course, is limited by the operation of its environment, being server-sided, creating certain conditions, which some elements of communication from user to machine, Functionality and speed are greatly reduced in comparison to running an application and OS with the machine at the user's location. Security restrictions also play a major role in these limitations. WPC is engineered with evolutionary languages similar as described in the previous paragraph of this document, using CLI type functionality, and independently core-wide subscripting makes adding applications by developers independent from core engineering developers simple to develop. Built-in design of plugin type of applications remain consistent with the overall functionality, appearance and layout without any modifications, and chances of application error become less likely. The manner in which the WPC core functions makes it very flexible. Adding variables and new values to its core are added to the database in a previously existing table column row string, and in no way affects original values, and can also be easily removed or changed without any changes to previous existing database structures instantly without interruption. Data is stored in a single MySQL column row, which maximizes page load speeds along with server-sided gzip compression makes WPC very fast with data transfers over the internet. Coding also is written in its simplest form to optimize process speed and limit the chance of error. Another insight into design is WPC functionality for the user to develop scripts on the fly and on the server without uploading. Security option features allow for scripts to be run with a low level of possibility of a breach by unauthorized intruders. Single allowable administrative users ensure some level of anti-interception, but without an SSL user/password transmission over the internet is in plain text. Scripts are executed from the server path independent from the domain or relative root/path. Themes and templates are embedded into page scripts by the include directive and not echo to the browser. It has been a priority to place as much page data and values data in the database as allowed, including HTML and CSS as for reliable functionality will allow. All these combined invites the administrative user to be creative within sessions. Uploading, deletion and control over these within an advanced menu system. Access to all core database column rows and values with just a mouse click. Independent add-on specialized advanced user-friendly GUI menus and custom options. WPC is much more than an ordinary CMS website. The possibilities are virtually limitless. No limitations. Full version always free to the public. GUI CMS menu WEB pages section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core and make changes or edit web pages and settings. Web pages section. Edit/view existing pages in database. There are various types of data in this section. All the core data from the database is viewed in this section, and can be edited by selecting the data to be edited, and the editor in which to use. The data can also be deleted here as well by selecting the data to be deleted, and then clicking on delete. There are 3 editor types to choose from: CSS, HTML, code. The CSS option works only with user web pages and finds the CSS to edit for those pages. The HTML editor is a WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get type editor, and it allows the web page HTML code to easily be edited, while seeing how the page will look as it's edited, and adds the code into the page for the user. The code editor allows any code or text to be edited to the selected data manually. In some cases, as in CSS, this is the only editor that can be used, because the HTML editor will remove any code that the editor sees as invalid. To link web pages together as a navigational website, menu items, and links will need to be added in HTML on the pages individually. These pages, and how they are linked, can be viewed by clicking on the View Website Map upper right of the edit list. Links on the website map will open the web page for viewing. Links to view user web pages within the yellow areas of the edit list are in blue. Blue text within the pink areas are page descriptions, and are not links. Website map. The types of data in this section are the user web pages in the yellow sections. These can be edited without changing how the core functions. Pink section is all the core data ranging from settings to web pages within the core, and should be edited carefully as to not stop the core from functioning properly or crashing. Data types. The data types are designated by index extensions at the beginning of each data name. These types are PG, web page data, PGD, web pages description data, data, core data, sys, system data, CSS, CSS data for web pages, and menus. Some data may not have an extension, that is unclassified data for the core. Other special types are classified within the data name. Docs are documents, and secure are secure items, such as menus. This section will have the types described with all the data listed, and is color-coded. The editors. There are two types of editors in this section, HTML and code. The HTML editor adds HTML code for the user, and shows how the page will look as it is edited. The code editor is a text editor that any code can be added to without any changes made to it. Unlike the HTML editor, which will remove any invalid code the user may add. Changes do not take effect until the data is saved. HTML editor code editor creating a new database entry. Database core items are called pages in WPC, and can be thought of as pages in a book within the database for the core to use. Each has a name so it can be found like a page name, and content as the data of that page. Some pages have attached data, such as a page description. This section will create the database page for the user with the proper index extension added to it, or the page can be entered manually by adding the index extension to the page name. Adding the index extension will override automatic functions and only add a page title or attached data only if it's present. If the secure page box is checked, a secured page will be created, and an attached data page will also be created for that page if there is an entry in page title at that time. A secured page requires that the user be logged in to view the page or execute the data. Template data will now be added to this type page. If the system page box is checked, the page will be created as system data for the core to use. No attached data or template data will be added to this type. If no boxes are checked, a user web page will be created, and a page title is mandatory along with template selection, or the page will not be created. A list of all available template options will be listed in the template selection drop-down menu, or it can be left to the default current settings, and the template data currently being used will be added to the page. To link web pages together as a navigational website, menu items and links will need to be added in HTML on the pages individually. These pages, and how they are linked, can be viewed by clicking on the View Website Map in the Web Pages section. Edit an existing PHP store file. Store files are files the administrative user can create and execute on the server and use within the website without uploading them in both PHP and HTML. These files are located at /store/php/ and /store/html/ respectively. They can be opened, but this section by the link in blue, and by the directory file list by going to /store/ directly to view the code, and edit this PHP file. Select it from the list, and click Edit/View, or select File to be deleted, and click Delete, creating a new PHP store file. Regardless of whether a PHP extension is added, or any other extension, the new file will always have the extension PHP. Below is what the user will see when first the file is created by using the below to create a new PHP store file. This is an explanation of this self-inserted code. It is important to take note of PHP store files that may cause a security breach of the website. Make sure files that may cause this issue are unexecutable by users not logged into the administration and authorized to have access to the website core and database. Edit existing HTML store file. To view the code and edit this HTML file, select it from the list and click Edit/View, or select File to be deleted and click Delete, creating a new HTML store file. Regardless of whether a HTML extension is added, or any other extension, the new file will always have the extension HTML. GUI CMS menu template section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core, and make changes, or edit web pages, and settings. Template selection section. Select the preferred template for the website from the drop-down menu, and click on Preview to see what the template will look like. To change the template used for the website, click Save. The website will then use the new template selection for all web pages. Menu button will display the menu for that template, and once it is selected, for any special settings for that template, if any are available. GUI CMS menu plugins section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core, and make changes, or edit web pages, and settings. Plugins section. In this section, all the available plugins installed will be listed, and the user is able to change settings on plugins. Installed plugins can be uninstalled by clicking on Delete to remove plugin, and all files, folders and database entries associated with the unwanted plugin. Plugin menus are set by their plugin, and will have user instructions listed with their menus. GUI CMS menu types section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core, and make changes, or edit web pages, and settings. Menu types. In this section, all available installed menus are listed, and can be launched for use. Each has a description of the menu, and unwanted menus installed can be completely removed by clicking Delete. GUI CMS menu database section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core, and make changes, or edit web pages, and settings. Database section. This section displays all data in the database, and allows that data to be searched for specific values. These values will all be highlighted in red throughout all the data. The search can either be case insensitive, or if Find exact values box is checked becomes case sensitive. GUI CMS menu settings section. This menu system allows the administrative user to enter into all aspects of the website core and make changes or edit web pages and settings. Settings section. This menu section allows the administrative user to change all settings of the website core. Use caution when making adjustments to these settings, or the website may fail to function properly. This menu system is not affected by most of these core settings. but a few may cause it to fail to run, or be easily found after logging in. Here is a list of the default settings for this version. WPC Core version 5.63 build date 2013-12-09 Softnet Technologies, C. 2013 developed by Donald Dion for technical questions email. webpress.softnet@gmail.com main template, set to default template, use template as location of page HTML, no/template, set to no location of page HTML, if location is not template, set to default template, location of CSS for user pages, set to CSS.index, administrative title, set to WordPress Creative, copyright information, set to WordPress Creative, copyright 2013, page title, set to WordPress Creative version 5.63, website name title, set to WordPress Creative, page description location, set to default location of admin main menu CSS, set to CSS main, admin main menu template, set to default template, allow file upload open, yes/no, set to yes, allow file upload secure, yes/no, set to yes, allow file upload list open, yes/no, set to yes, allow file upload list secure, yes/no, set to yes, allow store file list, PHP, yes/no, set to yes, allow store file list, HTML, yes/no, set to yes, reverse file list order, yes/no, set to yes, login to menu path from /core/system/ set to fortune/secure/menu/GUI CMS menu/menu.php WPC Core version, set to 5.63 domain name $domain name, set to advertisement $advertise, set to WordPress Creative Community Project WordPressCreative.org Tulsa, Oklahoma, session time in seconds session time, set to 12,000, analytics tracking code tracking code, set to add rotate script location, set to http wordpresscreative.org/store/build/add.php. All of these settings are listed in pink areas. Below is important values with username.